We have recited 100 Surah of Surah Nisa. Now we started from 101. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most graceful. And when you Muslim travel in the land, there is no sin on you. If you shorten as Salah, if you fear that the disbelievers may put you in trial, the disbelievers are ever to you open enemies. When you, O Muhammad, were among them and lead them in as Salah, let one party of them stand up with you, taking their arms with them. When they finish their prostration, let them take their position in the rear and let the other party come up which have not yet prayed, and let them pray with you, taking at the precautions and bearing arms. Those who disbelieve, which if you were neglecting of your arms and your begging to attack you in single rush, but there is no sin on you. If you put away your arms because the inconvenience of rain or because you are ill, but take every precaution for yourself. Verily, Allah has prepared a humiliating tournament for the disbelievers. When you have finished as Salah, remember of Allah standing, sitting down, and laying down on your side. But when you are free from danger, perform as Salah. Verily, prayer is enjoyed on the believers at fixed hours. And don't be weak in the pursuit of the enemy. If you are suffering, then surely they too are suffering as you are suffering. But you have a hope from Allah that for you they hope not, and Allah is ever all knowing, all wise. Surely we have sent down to you, O Muhammad, the book, Quran, the truth, that you might judge between men by that which Allah has shown you. Has taught you through divine revelation. So be not a pleader for the teachers and seek the forgiveness of Allah. Certainly Allah is ever offspring, most merciful, and argue not to own himself of those who deceive themselves. Verily Allah does not like anyone who is betrayed sinner. They may hide from men, but they cannot hide from Allah, for He is with them when they plot by night in words that He does not approve. Allah ever compensates what they do. Lo, you are those who have argued for them in the life of the world, but who will argue of them on the day of resurrection against Allah, or who will then be their defender. And whoever does evil or wrongs himself, but afterward seek Allah's forgiveness, he will find Allah of forgiving, most merciful. And whoever earns a sin, he earns it only against himself, and Allah is ever all knowing, all wise. And whoever earns a fault or a sin and then throw it on the someone innocent, he said indeed burdened himself with falsehood and a manifest sin. Had not the grace of Allah and His mercy been upon O Muhammad, a party of them would certainly have made a decision to mislead you. But in fact they mislead none except their own slave, and no harm can they do you on to lest. Allah has sent down to you the book Quran and Al-Hikmah, the knowledge of legal and illegal things, and taught you which you knew not, and ever great is the grace of Allah to you. There is no good in most of their secret talk save him who ordered sadaqah and maruf monotheism at all the good and righteous deeds which Allah has ordained, or on conciliation between mankind, and he who does this seeking the good pleasure of Allah, we shall give him a great reward. And whoever contradicted and opposes the messenger Muhammad after the right path has been shown clearly to him and follows other than the disbelievers' way, we shall keep him in the path he has chosen and burn him in hell. What is the evil destination? Verily, Allah forgives not setting up partners with him, but he forgives whom he will sins other than that, and whoever sets up partners in worship with Allah has indeed stayed far away. They invoke nothing but female deities himself, Allah, and they invoked nothing but Shaitan, a persistent rebel. Allah cursed him, and he is said, I will take an appointed portion of your slave. Verily, I will mislead them, and surely I will arouse in them false desire, and certainly I will order them to silt the ears of cattle, and indeed I will order them to change the nature created by Allah, and whoever takes Shaitan as a wall instead of Allah, but surely suffered a man's feet loss. He make promise to them and arouses in them false desire, and Shaitan promises and nothing but deception. The dabbling of such people is hell, and they will find no way of escape from it. But those who believe of Allah and do deeds of righteous, we shall admit them to the gardens under which rivers flow, that is paradise, to dwell therein forever. Allah's promise is the truth, and whose words can be truer than those of Allah, and it will be in accordance with your desires, nor those of the people of the scriptures. Jews and Christians who overwork evil will have the recompenses therefore, and he will not find any protector or helper besides Allah. And whoever does righteous good deeds, male or female, and is true believers, such will enter paradise, and not the less injustice, even in the size to of speak, the back of date stone will be done to them. And who can be better in religious than one who submit his face to Allah, and he is Muslims, and follow the religious of Ibrahim Hanif, and Allah did take Ibrahim as a Khalil. And to Allah belongs all that in the heavens and all that in the earth, and Allah is ever compassing all things. They asked your legal instructions concerning women, as say Allah instructed to you about them, and about what is recited to the in the book of concerning the orphans girls whom you give not prescribed portions as regard meher and inheritance, and yet whom you desire to marry, and the children who are weak and oppressed, and you stand firm for justice to orphan, and whatever good you do, Allah is ever all knowing of all. And it has already been revealed to you in the book Quran, and when you hear the verses of Allah being denied and mocked at, they sit not with them until they engage in a talk other than that. Certainly, in the case you would be like them, surely Allah will collect the hypocrites and disbelievers all together in hell. Those hypocrites who wait and watch about you, if you gain a victory from Allah, and say, were we not with you, But if the disbelievers gain a success, they say, did we not gain mastery over you, and did we not protect you from the believers? Allah will judge between you and the day of resurrection, and ever Allah never will Allah grant to the disbelievers a way over the believers. Verily, the hypocrites sees the deceive Allah, but it is he who deceived them. And when they stand up for a salah, they stand with laziness and to sin of men, and they do not remember Allah but little. They are saying between this and that, belonging neither to those nor to those, and he whom Allah sent stray, you will not find for him a way. O you who believe, take out of Awliya, do not wish to offer Allah a manifest proof against yourself. Verily, they hypocrites will be in the lowest grade of the fire. No helper will you find for them.